Hello, folks. Been having a hell of a time. Stream. Hello, folks. I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna record this time so that even if the internet goes wonky again, I'll be able to upload this. Hopefully. Yeah. Internet where I'm staying is. I could stream. In any case, this is a lot easier when I'm drunk. Gameplay is harder when I'm drunk, so. Silent Hill Homecoming. A character sees his brother, family, in his hometown. Shit going on so far. Gosh. Okay. Well, let's see. I do have a health drink. A truck and a spot. Must be. I already got two there, so. See, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go next, but. You have a gun now. So that's cool. I think. Cutscene.
Hello? Alex Shepard. Hello? Hello?
And that's fucked up, and I just went through a lot of it. Let's see, what other options have we here? I need to find more ammo is what I need. Here we go. Well, is that a thing? Fortune teller shop. Okay. Another abandoned shop. Comic book store. I am horrible at this game. Let's see. Any treats for me? Doesn't look like it. Let's see. Oh shit. I don't have enough ammo for this. I need to get to someplace with more ammo, I think. Oh shit. There's a dog here, and I don't know. I'm dead. I suck at this game, I really do. I should have more witty banter for you. Man, I wish I'd let you jump. Like, maybe a bit. I think there's an ammo back here. I'm remembering my last little adventure better. Okay, so I do have to go back to the cemetery. Keep kind of hoping for a to go look at it and go, ooh, surprise. Let's see. Gonna get a map. I don't remember what button it's tab. It is tab. So if I go up here and I go up and over, oh boy. I go in. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. I don't need to look up. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put on the podcast. We're going to have it start over at the beginning of the episode 31.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Viking Age Podcast. My name is Lee, and this is episode 31, The Viking Soul. This is part 4 of our series on Viking worlds. Last time, we took a deep dive into pagan ideas about fate and examined the central role that this concept played in the minds of Viking Age Scandinavians. In this worldview, each and every individual had a unique destiny, which had been dictated for them at the moment of their birth. path, this destiny, was set down by the Norns, a shadowy group of female deities who were responsible for the fates to which all humans were subject. As well as their thoughts on the mythological beings, what we found was a worldview in which one's fate could be resented. And there is little evidence that indicates that one's fate could be resisted successfully. It seems that one's lot, good or bad, was accepted for what it was, predestined and immutable. However, while you may have had no control over your destiny, it seems that you could control your reaction to it.
Bro.
Facing adversity, even to the point of death, with courage. Maintaining honor and reputation in the face of fate. That you were judged. And it was at this level that individuals had control over themselves and their futures. Today, we are going you forward. Ideas which primarily function at the level of the individual.
Damn.
Specifically, we are going to explore pagan Scandinavian ideas about the nature of humanity, and themes which relate to what, in our familiar Judeo-Christian context, we would call the soul. If that sounded a little bit tortured, there is good reason for it. You may have noticed that this episode took me a little bit more time than normal to put together, and the final product ended up being fairly different from what I initially intended. Unlike the concept of fate, neither Viking Age Scandinavians nor their descendants left us anything resembling a coherent description of what it was they clues, intriguing hints which pointed a worldview very different from the one we have, and one is also at odds with the contemporary Christians or the Anglo-Saxons. In particular, pagan thought seems to be used to today, between and the distinction and the second, externalized soul. We will be exploring both of these concepts in today's episode. And by doing so, hopefully we can gain a better understanding of pagan thought, as well as an appreciation of strange and Viking Age worldviews may have been. So, let's get started on this quest by talking about the distinction between human and animal, and how this distinction, or lack thereof, may have played out in the minds of Viking Age pagans. Before we dive into the views they may have held, though, we should first level set ourselves and assess our own preconceived notions. Now, modern science tells us that, genetically speaking, there is very little which distinguishes humans from other members of the animal kingdom, or indeed from plants, fungi, or bacteria. To the best of our knowledge, uniquely human history began about 6 to 8 million years ago, when, likely in response to changes in climate, some tree-dwelling, ape-like animals first began to explore the open grasslands of eastern Africa. Over the following millennia, evolution did its work, and the modern human species, Homo sapiens, emerged. DNA, the molecular blueprint which makes us what we are, has differed, on average, only 1.2% from that of chimps or bonobos, who are our closest evolutionary cousins, creatures who descend in the trees.
Forgive me.
All of which is to say, at a fundamental molecular level, there is very little which distinguishes Homo sapiens from the rest of the animal kingdom. That said, I think it's safe to say that most of us perceive a very strict distinction between humans and the rest of the animal kingdom. We tend to think of animals either economically, as sources of food or other products, or as dependent companions. Our dogs, cats, lizards, and hamsters may be beloved, but for the most part, they are not seen as even when we take actions on behalf of other species, campaigning against animal test superior creatures, protected were created in God's image, exists to serve humanity, humans and animals. And the hierarchy between the two is very established. Though, well, distinctions between human and Scandinavians, and in new artistic styles emerge.
Gosh.
Let's press play again.
Common throughout the entirety of Western Europe, from Norway to Italy, 11 and 1200s. Of course, these styles changed and morphed, refining themselves, and incremental motifs which they employed were often very complex in depicting animals in a naturalistic manner. They instead created a variety of animal heads, limbs, and bodies, and mutated into fantastic, bizarre creatures whose work I'm relying on heavily for this episode are wild and powerful. In these patterns, wild boars, and in the ecosystems depicted in these styles, you find every combination imaginable of creatures. A completely universe of dangerous, unpredictable predators, and human eyes, and even human faces, direct and heads of other species. Seamless blending of human animal into a category which transcends the clear distinction between human and animal, which we recognize today. Heidegger argues,
For the most part,
this can be seen as a reflection, conscious out of a vast array of diverse. I could see what you did not. What was that? Asked Thorstein. I will tell you. When you came into the hall, a white bear cub followed you, and ran along the floor in front of you. He stood still, but you were going rather fast, and you fell over him. And it is my that you are not the son of Crumb and of many examples within the Icelandic, which tell us of individual helper spirits, no, a kind of extension of a person's. While they were invisible, they could be seen by others in dreams or by sight, and in these cases, an individual's character and lineage. Hence, in the example above, used to walk around the yard, and you see that you think queer, asked Niall, and is all covered with blood. What is it then? Said Thord. Take care of yourself. There will be no help to me, replied Thord, if things before your physical arrival. They quickly conclude that a specific individual would be arriving. Invariably, these predictions were correct. The fuga represents another aspect of an